Hello, I've just remembered I've forgotten my chair. Welcome to the strength class, Monday's strength class. I was thinking about what can I talk about today. I was thinking about various things because it's the 1st of March. Happy St. David's Day. I don't know if any Welsh people are watching. I was thinking about, because it's the 1st of March and it's such a lovely spring day and the buds are coming out. Lovely crocuses are out. I was thinking about resurrecting the 6K daily steps challenge because the weather is much more conducive to walking now. Walking in January when I used to walk the dog, I had to I had waterproof trousers, a waterproof top, right up. It was awful, but it's so lovely now. So I was thinking about. Bear with me. I was thinking about the 6K daily steps challenge, and then I started thinking about consistency, because the daily steps challenge, as the name suggests, means that you need to try and do 6,000 steps every day or build up to 6,000 steps every day. I'm not expecting everybody to just go out and do 6,000 steps. Like I always say, get a dog, that'll sort you out. But anyway, so I was thinking about consistency, and I was just browsing through my phone, as you do, and then I came across this thing that starting today, Greater Manchester Walks is starting this mile a day thing. Let me just see if I can get it back up on my phone. I've put the details up on my Over 50 Fitness Facebook page, because I think that the main thing about, yes, and they've got a Facebook page as well called GM Walks. But anyway, if you go on my Over 50 Fitness Facebook page, you'll see it. And I think that the main thing that I want to talk about today is consistency. So when you're doing, I say this when I started the 6K Daily Steps Challenge, don't go out and like, right, I'm going to do this, and go out and you do 6,000 or 10,000 steps. I still hear people going on about 10,000 steps. Where did that come from? It was started by pedometer companies that just needed a figure. I mean, obviously 10,000 steps a day is good, but 6,000 steps a day is good as well, and it's nearly half. Anyway, so it's consistency. So it's better to do 1,000 steps for 6 days than it is to do 6,000 steps and then do nothing for the rest of the other 5 days. So it's consistency. So choose what you feel you can do and then stick to it. And as you get fitter, you will want to continue. Trust me, I'm a personal trainer. And the same with this class and with Wednesday's class. So this class, don't sort of think, got to do a minute of the plank, got to do a minute of the plank, got to do it, and then sort of kill yourself. Do what you can do. When I say comfortably, challenge yourself a little bit. But when you start to think, oh God, this is awful, then stop. Nobody's going to come, and the exercise police are not going to come and take you away. Do what feels good for you, and you will sustain it. It's consistency and sustainability. So you see people on the telly want to get fit and all the rest of it, and they go out and for a couple of weeks, they're really enthusiastic, but then it becomes a bit of a bind. So if you're going to walk, really what you want to do is count your steps all through the day, not just a specific walk. And you need to have some way of recording it. This is where the consistency comes in. Have some way of recording it. I had a notebook and I just used to write it down. Just the number of steps I'd done. And then I could see my progress. And it's also build it into your life. I mean, you wouldn't consider going out of the house without washing a bit, and you don't necessarily, not everybody has a shower or a bath every day, but you wouldn't go out without cleaning your teeth. Well, why is your body not as important as your teeth? If you don't clean your teeth, they fall out. If you don't use your body, it falls to bits. Simple as. So make it a habit, and this is where consistency comes in. If you just get into the habit of walking more, like I say, it's from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to bed. So that's why a pedometer that you wear is quite good. But I mean, you can, on a day like this, just go out and have a walk. And if you don't like walking, or if you live in an inner city area and it's not that good, although I saw a really good thing on Countryfile yesterday that I'll just quickly tell you about in a minute. But get an audiobook, get some music, although this time of year it's lovely because you can hear the birds singing. But just go out for a walk and start to see the positives in walking. This thing I saw on Countryfile yesterday, and apparently it's against the law to do this, but I don't care. This woman goes out and she knows, you know how when you're walking past a building, there's weeds in inverted commas that pop out. Well, she puts chalk around them and says what they are. So, it might be buddleia. And it shows people these aren't, a weed is just a plant in the wrong place. But they're really useful for early insects. And it's to try and stop the council going along with these dreadful spray guns, these weeders that they go around. And I thought that was a really good idea. But apparently it's against the law to chalk on the pavement. Even kids doing hopscotch on the pavement, it's against the law. Ridiculous. But what I'm saying is, if you make your walk interesting, don't sort of think, I've got to go out and do my walk. Look around, see what there is. Look in people's windows. I love doing that. If you're in Manchester or any big city, look up because the skylines are wonderful. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say today because it's 11 o'clock and we need to start the class. I'm just going to go and get my chair. If you're new to the class, you will need a chair without arms, a kitchen chair, a dining room chair. And here is mine. You will also need to be able to get up and down off the floor to be able to fully participate. If you can't do that, if you're not sure about that, I've put a video up about how to do it. Unfortunately, it's sort of mixed in with all the rest of the videos. It's about last week it was, but it'll go further and further back. But I've already heard from one person who said that they found it really useful. So have a look at that. So welcome to the strength class. I'm going to try and talk less, honestly, so that we sort of power through it. The class is in 3 bits. We're going to do a warm-up, the main body of the class, and then stretching. If you can't do the exercises, we're going to do either 30 seconds, apart from the front plank, which is a minute, 30 seconds or 10 repetitions of each exercise. If you can't do the full 10 reps or 30 seconds, that's absolutely fine, because then it's something to aim towards. If you could do the whole lot, easy peasy, then really this isn't the class for you. You need a more advanced class. Some of the exercises you'll find easier than others, but don't get discouraged. Just keep going. Grown-ups, children expect not to be able to do things, babies, and so they practice and practice and practice until they can. Grown-ups expect to be able to do things like opposite arm and leg. They just take it for granted that they can probably do that, and then when they can't, they get discouraged and give up. But release your inner baby. Just keep practicing and practicing. Right, I'm going to start doing it now. So we're just going to start marching on the spot. If you can, do it on your toes, because it's just better, really. Swing your arms. Give a bit of an exaggerated swing on your arms, just to get the shoulders mobilized. And we're going to do this just for a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Then put your hands on your shoulders and put your hands up by your ears if you can. If you've got limited shoulder mobility and you can only get them there, that's fine. What I don't want you to do is try and force them. Just take them as far as they will go. So we're going to put them there, up like that. If you can keep walking. You don't have to. Put them down, push out, bring them back in. Push forward, bring them back in. This is just sort of waking them up, down, out to the side, back in, forward and back, up. I mean, these are warm-up exercises. This is the last one. Sorry, I should have said we're only doing 3 of those. Right, put your hand on your shoulder, make your arm like a wing, and imagine you've got a pencil sticking out the end. And we're going to do, so it looks like that, we're going to do 5 great big circles backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I was going to say before is, although this is the warm-up, 2, 3, 4, 5. These exercises, other one, these exercises also are strengthening your muscles as well as warming them up. I'll show you one particularly. The next one we're going to do particularly. This one is giving your shoulder good range of movement, 4, 5. But this one warms up your muscles, it mobilizes your shoulder, but it strengthens your back because you're using your back muscles. So we're just going to lift one arm and push the other one out at the same time. You're not rocking, it's just your arms that are going. So we're just going to go 1, and this lifts, this is using, I love this exercise. 2, it's great for posture, it's great for warming up. 3, it doesn't risk dislocating a shoulder because it's nice and slow and controlled. 5, and it strengthens your back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the final one for the arms is have your arms here at 90 degrees, elbows at 90 degrees, and we're just going to bring your arms in, touch your elbows, and then back out. 1. Again, warming up and strength. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, just give your shoulders a bit of a, because that puts quite a strain here, especially if you're not used to it. If you couldn't manage 10 of each, that's absolutely fine. Right, we're just going to do a little routine that we get. We're going to start just doing heel digs. So you're doing heel digs just like that, just digging your toe, your heel in like that. And then anchor your elbow, and you're going to do a bicep curl with the opposite arm and leg. So you're doing a heel dig and a bicep curl. Keep your anchors, keep your elbows anchored. 3, 2, 1. And then just your leg out to the side. And at the same time, prayer hands, and push your arm out at the same time. Like I say, these are warm-up exercises, but they're also strengthening your legs, they're helping your balance, they're helping your coordination. They're just very good. They're compound exercises, so your brain has to think a little bit more about them. 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to take a little step back. And at the same time, push your hands forward. As you step back, both hands come forward. Splay your hands, your fingers out. Give your hands a bit of a workout. So your hand is going out like that. Three, 2, 1. And then the last one is just a toe tap. And at the same time, you just swing the opposite arm. With all these, don't take very big steps, else you'll never keep up. It's just a small step backwards, a small step forward when you do the heel dig. This is just a very small, just a tapping your toe just in front of you. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, we're going to push all that together because it's good for you. It's good for the old brain. So we're going to do heel digs, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap, heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Now, just to test your coordination a bit, we're going to go just a little bit faster. Toe tap, heel dig, side, back. Don't worry if you can't keep up or you get flustered or you do a heel dig when you should be doing a toe tap. Don't worry about it. Just keep practicing. It will come. The main thing without anything is don't give up. Do not give up. Keep on keeping on. Last time. Toe tap. Right, hopefully you're warmed up. We've been going about 10 minutes. We're going to start the main body of the exercise. And the first thing we're going to do is a squat, because that strengthens your thighs and your bum. And remember, a squat is not like that. It's sitting down without the chair. So if you notice how people sit down, they always sit down like that. You always, your bum goes first. If you need to do the squat, if you need to do a modified squat, by standing up in the chair without using your hands, that's absolutely fine. When you do a squat, you don't have to go right down. I don't care how far down you go. Go down at your own capability, but I do care that you get the technique right. So your knees don't come together. Your knees stay like that. You can go down just that far. Your weight is on your heels. So if you go down that far, that's fine. You can go down to there, that's fine. You go to there, that's fine. As long as your thighs are feeling the pinch, as it were. So we're going to do 10 squats. So I'm going to go sideways to begin with to show you how my knees don't go over my toes, and then 5 facing you so that you can see my knees don't go in together. So I'm going 1, feet should be hip width apart at least. 2, the wider your feet, the easier it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're just going to do a sort of squat walk. I'm doing these because I'm not very good at them and I hate them. So therefore it means that I need to do them more. So you get into the squat position, make sure your technique's right, and we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be out your screen soon, and then back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then stand up. I think we'll do that once more. And then we'll go into the next exercise. So down you go again. You don't have to go down very far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep being aware of your technique. I'll go sort of sideways so as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that smarts, doesn't it? Right, we're going to do a bit of punching, a bit of boxing. Let me get my timer. So, oh yeah, that's right. So remember, feet hip width apart, knees bent. So it's a boxer's stance. Hands here by the middle of your chest, and you're punching straight out. You're not going up, you're not going down, you're not doing this. It's straight out. Okay? And we're going to do it in 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do it for 30 seconds. 30 seconds is quite a long time doing this. Right. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Give it all you've got. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5, 4, 5, 3, 2. Sorry, 2, 1. Stop. Sorry. Just have a little bit of a rest. We're going to do it again. Whew. It's quite 30 seconds, quite a long time when you're doing that, isn't it? Right, we're ready. Right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. How was that? Whew. Gives your old arms a good workout, doesn't it? Right. We're now going to have the chair. You might not need it. If you don't need it, don't have it, but you might need it for balance. Chair or hold on to the wall. We're going to do a lunge. Remember, a lunge is 4 separate steps, literally. So you're going 1 step and then 2. Try not to let this leg touch the floor. And you stand up and you back. That's 4. Keeping your torso upright. I'm going to put my hands on my hips and do it. You can do whatever you like with your hands. If you need to hold on, hold on. It's more important not to fall over. So we're going to do 10 on each side. So 1. Oops, don't do them too fast. 2. I'm just going to try and keep headlights on your knees forward. 3. Mine have a tendency to go in a bit. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. You don't need to go down as far as that, by the way. You can just, falling over here, you do that, you can just go down to there and then up. It's whatever is comfortable for you. Starting small, you will then progress. Right, other side. 1, 4, that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 'When you're doing this, it may take you slightly longer to do get your balance, get down and get up. It's absolutely fine. If you can't keep up with me, just do what you can do. Don't worry about trying to keep up with me and technique going out the window and getting all wobbly. Okay? Right. That's the end of our standing up bit. We're now going to, I'll just put the camera down a bit. We're going to do the bit on the floor. So get yourself on the floor. Just let me try and do this without the laptop falling off. So I'm going to do the press up first. So remember the aim is to do 5 press ups. We're into March now, so I'm going to do 6 today. Now, if you can't do a full, well, not a full, a three-quarter press up, remember you start with your hands under your wrists underneath your shoulders, walk forward, and then bring your body so that your wrists are under your shoulders again. And that's the one you're doing. You're going down and then up. If you can't push up again, just do the down one in a controlled way. Go right down to the floor, and then you can get back up again. And then you can go down to the floor. You don't need to do the up and down bit, because when you're just going down, your arms are taking your full weight. Just depends what stage you're at with your press up. So we're going to try and do 6. So here comes the dog. He's might want to join in. Right, take a step forward. Bring your body so that your wrists are under your shoulder. And we're going to go down 1. You could only go down halfway and then push up again. 2. Hello. 3. Hello. 4. Find out the way. 5. Can you see? Find out the way, Bob. Loki. 6. Oh, how was that? Did you manage 6? Next month, March, April, God, we'll soon have been locked down for a year. Go behind the sofa. The next one we're going to do is the plank, everybody's favourite. And we're going to do the front plank. So if you lie on your tummy and you have your hands like this, you have your elbows under your shoulders, and you go up on your toes, elbows flat, head in neutral, just looking forward, and off we go. We're going to do this for a minute. At least I'm going to try and do it for a minute. 10 seconds. 20. 30. 40. Yeah, okay, just a minute. 50. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Hang on. I'm just going to let the dog out. Come on then. There you go. Right. Side plank. Remember, very important to have your elbow under your shoulder. If you can't do it like that, bend your bottom leg. That makes it a lot easier. But if you can, even although it makes it very hard, oh, up we go, and off we go. Oh. I'll count in bouts of 10 seconds again, so that you can have a rough idea. 10. If you can't do the whole 30 seconds, it gives you a rough idea of how far you're getting. 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Ooh, the back door being open gives a nice breeze, actually. I should have thought of that before. Right, other side. So let me get the thing working. Elbow under your shoulder, just check. And up we go, and off we go. 10. 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Fab. Right, sitting up, we're going to do the boat. This is the one where you put your hands behind your knees and you sit back and bring your knees up. Ooh, I'm going to just curl my back a minute. Curl your back if you want. Mine's a bit tense there. Just give your back a bit of a curl. Right, your hands are behind your knees and you lift your shins up so they're parallel to the floor. When we start the clock, you can either stay like this, holding your legs, or you can put your hands forward, or you can do both. If you're very hardcore, you can do that. It does get you at the top of your legs as well, but it should get you at your abdomen, your abs as well. If you can bring your torso as near your knees, as near your thighs as possible. Right, adopt the position. So hands here, and off we go. We're going to do it for 30 seconds. So I'm going to let go my legs, and then I'm going to do that, and then back down there. That makes it easier. And then I'm going to just do that again, and back down. We're at 20 seconds now, so not much longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. We're going to do it. Did I do that one? Did we do this twice before? I think we did. I'm going to do it another time. Oh, the dog's barking at something. Can you hear him? Right, back we go. Adopt a position, and off we go. I'm going to hold my hands here. That's 10 seconds. Do that. Oh, really gets you here, doesn't it? I'm going to bring my knees up a bit. I'm going to try it a bit more like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! That's quite hard, that, isn't it? I think it's hard. Right, we're going to do the opposite way now. We're going to do the bridge. Now remember, when you're lying down, have your heels so that your middle finger can just touch them. And legs are parallel, thighs are parallel. They stay like that. They don't move out or in. They just stay rigid like that. And then you're going to go up and squeeze your glutes. Imagine you've got a pound coin up there. Really, really squeeze them. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then down and up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And down and up. That's 2. Squeezing. Down and up. 3. Squeezy, squeeze, squeeze. 4. 5. 6. Poke your butt. You can feel see if you can feel the muscles clenching. 7. 8. 9. 10. Clench, just give it a real good clench the last time. Really, really squeeze. And then down. And then sit up. Just lean forward to get to redress the balance of your back a bit. Okay? Right. Before we go into the stretches, we're going to do, better put this up so you can see my beautiful face. We're going to do 3 bouts of 20 seconds of high intensity. Now, the high intensity can either be running on the spot, tiny little steps. Remember, tiny, tiny little steps on your toes, but very fast as you can, using your arms. Or you can do the punching that we did, or you can mix and match. The object of this exercise is to get your heart going a bit. And obviously, if you've got any heart problems, you get any pains or anything, stop immediately. I mean, this is voluntary. I just do it. It's a bit of fun at the end. It makes you feel as if you've really been exercising. It's good to get breathless. Running on the spot makes you more breathless than using your arms, because your muscles in your lower half of your body are bigger than the muscles in the top half. So they need more oxygen, so they need more blood, so your heart pumps faster. But it's entirely up to you. So, once I get my stopwatch, are you ready? On your marks, set, go. Just while you're doing that, I'm just going to check on the dog. More. 17, 18, 19, 20. Sorry, I couldn't see the dog in the garden for a minute. There's been a lot of stuff on recently about dogs being stolen. So I thought, oh, somebody's nicked him. But they haven't. No such luck, eh? So whilst you get just a bit, get your breath back. When you're walking, if you're doing the 6K Daily Steps Challenge, if you can, in bouts of, say, 30 seconds, or just walk as fast as you can, and then relax for, say, 10 minutes, and then do a 30-seconder again. Just mix it up a bit. If you want to, you don't have to. Right, second one, on your marks, set, off you go. $17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. How's it going? That's a rhetorical question. I don't expect you to answer, but I hope it's okay. Right. Giving you less rest between them now, because just to get you going a bit. On your marks, set, off you go. $17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. Right, the usual things before we go into the stretching, just while you get your breath back. If you've enjoyed the class and you want to buy me a coffee, the link is underneath. There's no obligation, but I'm always very grateful. If you want to know anything more about fitness or anything, ask me any questions. My Over 50 Fitness Facebook page link is there as well. It's also, I've put there the Greater Manchester walk a mile a day thing is there as well. I mean, you don't have to live in Greater Manchester to take advantage of this. You can do it anywhere. If you haven't got a Facebook page and you want me to send you the details, I will do. There's a toolkit there, so I think it tells you all different things about the benefits of walking. I don't know what it does differently from what I'm doing. So I don't know, but anyway, have a look at it. I can't believe it's as good as my 6K Daily Steps Challenge, quite honestly, but a mile a day is doable, and it's a great start. And so if you want to try that, that's fantastic. Remember how to walk using your whole foot. So we'll go into the stretches now. Get your chair as usual. I'm going to tip this down just a little bit so that you can see my feet. Ooh, it's a bit wobbly. So front leg bent, back leg straight. This calf was a bit stiff this morning, so I'm going to give it quite a good stretch now that it's warm. Never, ever, ever stretch when you're cold. because that way you might ping a muscle. And then gradually, slowly, gently bend your back knee and put your weight into your foot. The weight goes down. You feel the stretch going into your Achilles tendon. And then swap. Lean forward. Make sure your feet are both pointing the same direction. And bend your back knee. Okay, right. We're going to do the quadriceps because we use those a lot when we're doing the squats. So if you can, grab your foot, your shoe, your ankle, your trouser leg, standing up nice and straight. You don't have to hold on if you don't want to. You can use it as a balance one. If you can't do that with your leg, put your hands behind your back and just try and kick your foot with your heels. If you can't, it doesn't matter. Just the very act of doing this with your leg lengthens the muscle. I'm going to actually do this one. So I want to practice my balance. Just do that for a few more seconds. And then static stretchers, swap legs, dynamic stretchers. Keep dynamicking. Okay, right. Hamstrings, muscles on the back of your legs. So sitting at the front of the seat, sitting up nice and straight, just put your hands above your head just to check that your back is nice and straight, and just put your hands down. Your knees are at 90 degrees, one leg goes forwards, toe pointing back. Just check again that you're sitting up nice and straight and lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. And then sit up, other leg out straight, toe pulled back, get your back straight again. Top tip, when I'm out, when I'm walking, sometimes I'm walking along, sometimes I just do that just to check that my back is straight, and then I do it. And then I forget and see myself slouching again. So then I do that, recenter myself. It's a good thing to do, right? So forward from the waist, not from the hips, not the waist. Woo! Don't listen to me. And then sit up. And then I'm just moving the chair around, so if it makes it easy, you don't really need to. Sit sideways on the chair. So you're sort of right back, but there's not much chair there, because if there is, it gets in the way of this leg. So the object of the exercise is to stretch this bit here, keeping your torso upright. Don't sort of go forward like that, because then you can stretch it more easily. You need to be sitting upright, almost leaning back to get the stretch there. If you can't get your leg out as far as I do, that's fine, as long as you can feel the stretch. If you sort of tilt your pelvis, you can get a stretch on it as well. And then switch. And then standing up, I'll just adjust this. Arms at shoulder height, palms facing forwards. round the tree. Remember, so it's like that, not like that. Round the tree, still at shoulder height, and then dip your head. So you're opening up these big back muscles in your shoulder blades. And then if you can, interlock your fingers behind your hands, behind your back. Put your hands, if you can't do that, try and get your elbows together. If you're interlocking your fingers, just lift up, and that gives you the stretch across your chest. And then last one, hand up, palm facing back, down your back, so it's like that. And then if you've got shoulder mobility problems, you can just leave this one out. And then push this back. So you're trying to get a stretch there, stretching these muscles at the back of your arms, which are called your triceps. And then release that one. Do the same with the other one. And that's it. Thank you very much for attending. I'd love to know how you're getting on with the press-ups, if anybody wants to give me any feedback. But anyway, I'll see you on Wednesday if you do the Wednesday class, and next Monday if you're doing the Monday class only. So, au revoir, mes amis.